M-A-M-O-Web. That means hi, my name's Jeb. This is Jeb and welcome to our first episode of Jeb's World Tour. It is amazing over here. I mean, look at this city. There's so much color and there's so much culture. And the people are amazing. And don't even get me started on the food. It is to die for. It is so good. I've been having a blast over here, getting to know some of our ministry partners, Mark and Heather McKinstry. In fact, I put a video together here for you to tell you a little bit about their ministry and their church. So hey, let's vamos! That means let's go!
Hi, we're Mark and Heather McKinstry, and we're missionaries to Spain.
Hey guys, it's great to be a part of Jeb's World Tour. We love you guys. We thank you for how you stand with us. Yes, we are missionaries in Spain, and we love being there and sharing the gospel with Spaniards and people who live there from all over the world. There's so many great things about Barcelona that we love. Not only is it a beautiful city with tons of history and more than about 5 million people live there. Can you imagine that? 5 million people. But we got to eat some really good food. One of my favorite things to eat is squid. Have you ever had squid before? It's so good. So good. But for real, we got to work at an international church and we loved it. It was awesome. Every single week we watched God work not only in the church but in our neighborhood through relationships and different connections that we had. Every single Sunday at the church we watched anywhere from 10 to maybe as high as 35 people either recommit their life to Jesus or commit their life to Christ for the very first time. And it was awesome. Saw so many amazing things. We want to tell you one of the things that we got to do in Barcelona. My wife's going to tell you a little bit about that.
One of the things that we got to do in Barcelona was celebrate a lot, because in Spain there are so many different holidays that you've never heard of before. There's one at least a month that they take off of school for, close the banks for, and celebrate. But the biggest one that they celebrate is Sant Jordi. And so it is this holiday that has a tradition where there is a dragon that comes into a town and just starts eating all of their livestock. And the townspeople, they strike a deal with him where they're gonna start feeding people to him, and so they draw lots, and they the lots fall one day to the princess, and so the princess is going, and on her way Sant Jordi comes in and saves the day. And there's a little bit more to that story, but on that day in Barcelona, the biggest street in Barcelona is just packed filled with booths that are selling books and flowers for the holiday. And so we were down there and we were handing out bookmarks. And the bookmarks are really nice. They have some encouraging words on them and have the stamp of the church on them, but it doesn't really have the gospel presentation. And I said to our pastor, wouldn't it be cool if someone wrote a book and it connected Sant Jordi to the gospel? And he said, it would be so cool. Why don't you do it? And I was like, I don't write books. But I prayed about it, and guess what? I do write books, I guess. And so this is a story of the tale of Sant Jordi, and then it's connected to the gospel. And God entrusted me with this project, and so I worked hard at getting the scripts just right, talked to a lot of Catalans and a lot of Spanish people to kind of get their input and to make it in simple enough terms for someone who's never heard the gospel before to understand. And then we had it translated into Spanish and Catalan, which is the language of the region of Barcelona. And so this was really a fun project. I got to illustrate some of it along with our daughter here in the States. She helped us, and then some other friends. Really, it was an international project. And so I'm really excited how God used this. We were able to distribute it, not quite as much as we had planned because of COVID, but it will go forth in the coming years. And I was also able to make a few videos of it too in each of the languages. And so we're just really thankful that God put this on my heart and that we were able to see it through to completion.
Yeah, and if you want to check out those videos on YouTube, you can do so by just typing in Heather and A Greater Love. Heather McKinstry, A Greater Love. And those should pop up. You can find them in Spanish, English, and Catalan if you know Catalan. So check those out, and you'll find out a little bit more about Spanish culture, and you'll hear how we wove the gospel into one of their most very famous legends. So when we go back next year, we're going to be heading to a city called Malaga, Spain, way in the far south. And we are excited to be going there and leading a team of people, missionaries, local leaders, to plant a brand new international church right in the heart of the city. It's a major city, over 1 million people in the surrounding area in Central City. So pray with us, believe with us. We thank you for doing that. We love you guys. Thank you guys just for listening, hearing our hearts, and I know you'll be praying for Malaga, praying for the McKinstries. God bless you.
Wow, Mark and Heather, thank you so much for sharing your hospitality with me. I've really enjoyed hanging with you guys. And this is such a great city. Barcelona is amazing. Thank you for hearing from God and responding to Him. And I know that you're going to have all the things you need to accomplish all the things God's called you to do. We're going to be praying for you. And all you people at Hillside, hey, this is important. We need to be given to missions. This is how we help people. Help the people that are called to go to specific places around the world and share the gospel with them. We want people to get saved right here in Barcelona, Spain. So hey, if you're not given to missions yet, or you'd like to give more, you just give it to hillsideassembly.org, mark in the memo missions, and we're going to support all of our ministry partners. I'm glad that I could hang out with you today, and I'm going to go hang out with Mark and Heather a little bit longer, and then I'm off to my next destination. So adios, friends. We'll see you next week. Bye.